Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, got some big news about Reebok and Reebok basketball. Shaquille O'Neal is taking a break from his icy hot paint commercials, and he and Allen Iverson are returning to Reebok as president and VP. So these are two newly created positions of president of Reebok basketball, and Iverson is his VP. What are your thoughts?
Why not? Obviously, Reebok is, I don't think, last time I checked the sales figures, they're not exactly killing it. And so, take a risk. But my thought is Shaq and Allen Iverson, they're not going to be able to catch the current high school and college players' interests enough to actually cause some sales needles to move. But I think what they're doing is using Shaq and Allen to influence the current NBA players, because Shaq and Allen are probably the hero players, or at least some of those hero players of the guys that are playing right now when they were growing up. So, this, anybody that's your role model, your hero, it kind of takes logic out of the play for whatever your purchasing decisions are, and it's making an emotional appeal. And if you're buying on emotion based on what your hero says to do, usually you're going to buy that product. So I'm thinking they're just using kind of the domino marketing effect generationally, with Shaq and Allen influencing the current NBA guys, and then the current NBA guys influencing the younger players.
So other than doing a few icy hot commercials, I think it's brilliant on Reebok's point. One of the things, and I would slightly disagree with you, I think he will capture some of that market, mainly because Shaq in particular is one of the most likable sports figures of all time. Just like Deion Sanders is having a comeback in football. Sure. Shaq's personality has transcended, just like Michael Jordan's was. The Charles Barkley, these kind of folks. Shaq retired in 2011. He hasn't played in 12 years, but he's still more memorable and much more well-known than most of the figures in basketball who are not well-known anymore. And that's part of the NBA's problem. I don't know that it's, I would love for them to come in and kind of, root basketball and what it used to be. I think that ship has probably sailed. But somebody like Shaq in particular, and Allen Iverson is a legend in his own right, but Shaq has such a universal appeal. Air Jordans are still selling. I mean, it's why LeBron will be 60 years old and still be a major figure in basketball. There's so few limited names who transcend the sport and can help, I think, move the needle some. And Shaq has that, Q factor, that it factor that goes beyond. Name somebody that you do know on most NBA teams. It's hard pressed for most people to name somebody, but everybody can name off Shaq and LeBron and Kobe and these people that we remember. And I don't mean that they're just players from the past. They transcended another level.
Right. Personality.
Still going to beat you at horse.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.